door, always looking round for more. Didn't know it had everything I needed. Tried to give me all the clues, hoping I would see the truth. Didn't know it, didn't know till we parted. Couldn't see the signs until you had enough and said goodbye. Wish I could go back to where we started. Wish that I could find a way to say sorry that I let you go, sorry that I got so cold. Wish I could go back to what we were. Know that I was stupid, I was but a fool then. Know that I was stupid, blew it, losing what we were. Started out the perfect way, stayed in bed for rainy days. Didn't know it had everything I needed. And when I think of all the times I got it wrong and let you down, didn't know it, but what we had was perfect. Couldn't see the signs until you had enough and said goodbye. Wish I could go back to where we started. Wish that I could find a way to say sorry that I let you go, sorry that I got so cold. Wish I could go back to what we were. Oh, maybe somewhere down the line there's a chance to get it right. Say I'm not alone. Oh, maybe there's a place and time. Maybe there's a chance to find a way to come back home. Wish I could go back to where we started. Wish that I could find a way to say sorry that I let you go, sorry that I got so cold. Wish I could go back to what we were, to what we were. Wish I could go back to what we were. Oh, I'm sorry that I let you go, sorry that I got so cold. Wish I could go back to what we were. Know that I was stupid, I was but a fool then. Know that I was stupid, blew it, losing what we were. Know that I was stupid, I was but a fool then. Know that I was stupid, blew it, losing what we were.
It's alright, I can make it home by myself. I've got your words inside my mind. Nobody told me it was gonna turn out like this, but that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. I watch the sun climbing over buildings and bridges. I guess we lost track of time. Nobody knew it was gonna turn out like this, but that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. What do you want from me? Ooh, what do you want from me? Ooh, you know it's been tough for me, it's like I'm in agony every time I see you. I wonder what's left of me, ooh, or maybe this is the death of me, yeah. It's my history. This is the best of me. Here is the rest of me, yeah. Na na na. Thinking back, trying to make out where we went wrong. I've got this feeling inside that you got yours, I've got mine. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. What do you want from me? Ooh, what do you want from me? Ooh, you know it's been tough for me. It's like I'm in agony every time I see you. I wonder what's left of me. Ooh, or maybe this is the death of me, yeah. It's in my history. This is the best of me. Here is the rest of me, yeah. Na na na. What do you want from me? Ooh, what do you want from me? Ooh, you know it's been tough for me. It's like I'm in agony every time I see you. I wonder what's left of me. Ooh, or maybe this is the death of me, yeah. It's in my history. This is the best of me. Here is the rest of me, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't call you, I want you, I love you.
Hold on, wait for the morning till the sun comes over the hills. Make your call loud and clear. I will listen patiently. How are you to know? How are you to know? It's all the things you do and all the things I don't. Close your eyes.
Camilla, do you know what this is all about?
Not a clue.
Well, hey, Kratos, do you have any idea what we're gonna be doing today? Because it's kind of like, I mean, Lapis is out doing training with Aura, and we're just, I guess, sitting around here in the Hero Lounge, just, I don't know, reading books, studying about how to be heroes. It's so boring.
I could go out on patrol.
We were told we weren't allowed to until we finish our studies.
Who cares?
When do I do anything by the book?
As you toss a book over his head. Well, that's fair. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heroes Core. I am PAK USA, aka RT Studios. Oh, my camera's just a little bit low. There we go. I play Harper West. I also play our special guest character down at the bottom, which is our dear friend Sonia, who plays Blackthorn. Yes, I play Blackthorn. And yeah, I'm also the GM of this game. It's gonna be a fun game today. How are our players doing? Let's go find out. I'm gonna pass it over past Lapis because she's on training today for various reasons. And go ahead, Kratos. Wherever I can point the
Hi,
Kratos.
my name is Jordan. I play the newest hero, also possibly the greatest hero, Kratos. We will see as we progress through the season.
All right. Who are you passing it to?
The only other person is me.
The only other
Yeah,
person.
the only other person who walks in with a blood bag sucking through a straw.
Hey, I mean, girls gotta eat, right?
True.
I mean,
What is it today? Type O or Type B plus?
yeah, oh nag, why not?
Fair.
Anyway, yeah, I am Katie, and I am playing Carmilla, the as far as she knows, the first actual vampire in history. And yeah, there's
Yes.
that. Oh, she has also decided on a hero name, but
We'll get to that in game. Also,
no.
hey Lemon, how are you? You just arrived in time before the opening credits. Good for you. We're gonna be. We just did our finished up our introductions, and I am going to start the intro. But before we do, does anyone want to give a recap of what happened last time on Hero Score?
Bad stuff. They killed a teenager. She came back. It's fine. Weird Thornfire chick resurrected her parents. They're weird ghouly things.
That's putting it lightly.
Met Kratos.
Mm-hmm.
He did some cool shit with some speed and some flair.
Sure. She is not impressed. But yeah.
Yep.
We did that. We
you
got
also have an ally with you that you control. Remember?
yeah. My
Who?
brain just blanked.
Dr. Numian Cross.
Yeah, that was the other ghoulie. That's
Yeah.
at the yeah.
Yep.
Yep, you got him.
Yeah, he's doing research on what happened to you guys. Still.
And we are being inducted into hero training boot camp because reasons.
Yes. And we'll be right back after the opening intro. Stay tuned, folks.
Cold inside, tore my mind, stole my peace. I prayed for ease, but feared that my days were over. That emptiness is hard to pass. To fill that gap, you need to open up. All your days are over. But you sent your light to be found now. It's like my engines overflow, and I am fueled, it's time to go. Oh, we are in this rush, it's love in the fast lane. I feel I'm strong beyond belief, and this is happening to me. I'm shouting over these emotions, love in the fast lane. I finally found my love. I finally found my love. Sometimes I recall, repeat it all, the hopelessness, the bitter taste of fear, that my days were over. But you sent your light to find me. It's like my engines overflow, and I am fueled, it's time to go. Oh, we are in this rush, it's love in the fast lane. I feel I'm strong beyond belief, and this is happening to me. I'm shouting over these emotions, love in the fast lane. I finally found my love. I finally found my love. I finally found my love. My love, my love. Give it one try, you will see. If you give it away, you'll be free tonight. It's like my engines overflow, and I am fueled, it's time to go. Oh, we are in this rush, it's love in the fast lane. I feel I'm strong beyond belief, and this is happening to me. I'm shouting over these emotions, love in the fast lane. I finally found my love. I finally found my love. I finally found my love.
And we are back.
Ye-
Where we last left off our players, they were in the Heroes Academy lounge in the dormitory. Um, what is everyone doing? It's been about a week now since uh, your past experience, and you've done some training here and there in the facility. You've gained some new skills. The facility has been providing you appropriate quantities of blood bags in your locker.
Yay.
Um, if you are injured, or for our players, if you're injured or have any damage, please restore that to full health. So everyone gets a long rest.
Wahoo.
And yeah, we're gonna begin with I believe we're gonna begin with Carmilla. What are you doing in the dormitory right now? You've been told you
What?
can't leave the facility, but you can study. You can hang out in the facility. You can go up to the ship with the permission of Kratos because it's his vessel.
No,
Uh,
that's fair.
Stuff like
Quick
that.
question. Do we have the holodecks available on the ship?
We do.
Ooh.
Yep. So you've been
Uh,
doing some training in the holodecks. Well, they don't call them holodecks. They call them. Well, we don't know what we call them, but we'll call them projection rooms.
fair
Oh,
enough.
the term holodeck would have been in the computer's
Yeah.
library.
Yeah. Computers library, but we. Yeah.
What time is it? What time during the day?
It is early morning, so the sun is just cresting. You know, like that opening scene in the video that we had with the opening. The
Mm-hmm.
sun is just cresting through those blinds that just opened into your dorm.
She mostly just sighs as the sun comes up because she misses sleep.
Yep.
Because odds are she hasn't slept in a week.
Yeah.
Because she
Pretty much.
doesn't need to.
Yep. Your alarm
Um,
clock next to you goes dee 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 dee.
how do I even set that? Uh, she'll turn it off. Yeah, she'll take out her morning Oneg Capri Sun and walk out into the hall. Um,
So as you walk out into the hall, it's busy. There are other heroes and stuff moving around the facility, getting to classes, stuff like that. Um, and there's a PA announcement. Doo-doo. Attention, will Lapis Witch please report to the administrator's office. Will Lapis Witch please report to the administrator's office. Thank you. As Lapis, quickly carrying a whole bunch of books over her shoulder, floats out of the room and says, "Now you all behave. I'm going to be doing training today, so don't do anything stupid and don't get into trouble." She's looking right at you, Camilla.
I mean, I'm sorry. Which one of us kidnapped one, so to speak?
Also, are you even paying attention there, Thorn? As she's playing with her thorns again. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Yeah, don't worry. I did the same thing. I still do. She says, and she'll nick her finger and manipulate blood to do little loop de loops in the air.
That's kind of cool, she says. I wish I could do that. All I can do is just prick people. And do this as she generates a small flame in her hands. And there's an
And
immediate PA announcement. Attention, attention, no smoking in the dormitories. She promptly extinguishes her flame.
Oh, stuff it. Carmilla shouts at the PA system.
Be over
Yes,
in.
you walk out of the bathroom with a towel around your waist. You are bare chested and you are very muscular. Your
Okay.
lower section is covered. Your upper section, however, is exposed.
I'd be fooling around with my hands and accidentally shoot off a bolt of lightning.
And I need you
Just
to.
pure speed force.
Yep. I need you to roll a. Are you attacking anyone, or are you just generally shooting it in general?
That was an accidental discharge.
Okay, roll me. Actually, you know what? I will roll 2d4. Even though it doesn't really matter. Just for the lulz.
It
Alright,
would have been more or less directed at the PA system.
the PA system fizzles as it takes 5 points of damage and is no longer functioning in your room.
Well,
And Lapis says, well, I have to go. Be a hero and just yeah, gotta go. She floats away quickly, leaving you 4 in the room.
well, here I thought I was done with school when I graduated. Oh, well.
Thorn says, books are so boring.
Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on going to uni, so
Yeah,
I
tell me about it. She picks up
I get
her
the
books and
brilliant
says,
idea to invite everybody up to the ship to go use the holodeck.
yeah, we don't have classes today, apparently. We just have study hall for the whole day. She pulls out her schedule and says, yep, study hall from 1 to 4. Yay.
So instead of cramming doing book work, let's go have some fun on the holodecks.
I guess. I mean, Camilla, do you want to have fun?
look. I don't.
I mean, I know you just don't like the. You can sit there and watch and. I guess. Should we bring some more bags for her? Looking over at Kratos. She's looking a little pale.
I always look pale.
How many of these things have you gone through? She opens up the cabinet and just sees one left. Jesus, you've been
About
sucking
2
these.
dozen.
I'll have to put in another requisition for the for more of these things. She holds one up and says, "Oh, negative. I'm personally in a positive, but you know that's just me." She sets it back in the cupboard.
Ha. Ha ha ha.
And
I mean, yes, I go through a lot of blood, but I don't know if you've noticed, but my powers are kind of fueled by the stuff.
yes, we know it sucks. Sorry, bad joke. As she walks out the door and says, "Well, Kratos
You
and I are
know,
gonna have
there
some
is
fun on the holodeck."
a replicator on that ship with various types of blood types available.
You could have an infinite supply of that stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
Sure,
look.
you don't want to come along?
I didn't say I didn't want to come along.
in multiple flavors too.
He looks at you. She looks at you. Really? Flavored blood?
You got your human, you got your Vulcan, you got the Klingon,
What?
Romulan.
What?
Take your
What?
pick.
She raises an eyebrow.
What's a Vulcan?
Not sure, but it was in the database.
Okay, well, let's go.
And it's
Study.
kind of greenish.
She goes out the
Yeah,
door
no, I'm good.
and down the hall, passing several students along the way, making her way to the Sky Tower elevator, which, by the way, is guarded by 2 patrol guards. As she walks up to the elevator, the guards stop her, and I guess the rest of the group. Do you have a reason for leaving the facility?
Pretty much any reason we want, she says.
According to
Carmilla
Aurora.
says, walking up front, and she will actually cast Charm Person.
Okay.
So her eyes will flash, and yeah.
What do I have to roll in defense for this guy?
Wisdom saving throw,
Oh joy. Where is my?
and because it's being cast at a 3rd level, I actually get the other guy too.
Alright, what is the DC?
18.
First guy fails. Second guy looks at you. Yeah, we were told about that. We were told that you'd try to pull this. Aren't you
Well,
supposed to be Aren't you supposed to be studying, Miss Carmilla?
We'll do as we please.
We're not prisoners.
Roll me an intimidation check, Kratos.
So, guys, what do you need me to roll?
D20, and I will tell you the plus modifier. Your intimidation score is just a flat 20. And let me know what you rolled.
18.
18. Okay. You like. Well, describe to me what you do to this guy. Like, do you like put him up against the wall? Do you like?
I pick him up and kind of pin him to the wall
Yep. Fair enough. And he says,
with lightning just crackling around my eyes.
"Okay, okay,
And the
okay. I
speed
guess
force
you
is
guys
just
can go up to the ship, but that's it. You can't leave the facility. I was instructed by Aurora. You cannot leave the facility. I guess the ship, since it's under jurisdiction, you can." He looks over at the other guy. Come on,
It's
just let them go.
we were trying to get out of this without knocking you guys out, so you got to give us credit for that.
As you set him down, he dusts himself off. You guys can go to the ship. He takes out his key card, scans it. The elevator doors open. To the ship only, nowhere else.
Fair enough.
As you get onto the elevator, the doors close. And the
They
PA
could stop
system
us if
says,
we actually tried to leave.
not the PA system, but the speaker on the elevator says, select floor.
Space station.
BBO selected. As the elevator starts rising towards the BBO platform. It's going to take about like maybe 2.5 minutes for you to get to the orbital station. So, Thorn says, so what are we going to do when we get up there? What kind of program are we planning on doing? Hi, Evil. Thank you for bonking me.
I mean,
depends on what you guys want to do. Do you guys want to do like an adventure style program, or do you want to do like an exercise program?
I mean, I like adventures, so that would be
You
cool.
got a good horror program in there?
I'm sure we could mix
I'm
both.
sure we can do something.
And
Not for nothing, I'm kind of partial to Dracula. Works.
I don't know if they have that. She looks over at you, Kratos. Do they?
I don't
Anyway,
know. The thing is powered by a freaking computer, so and it's got a very extensive library.
fair. She says, anyway, I just want to stretch my thorns. She says when I get up there. I've been dying to.
We do have some combat training programs available
I'll probably
with
use
some
those.
very interesting looking individuals.
Fair. She says, how long is this
As he
elevator going to
says
take as
this,
she
he
reaches
has
over and pushes the button?
no recollection of his previous existence.
Yeah.
According to the machine, it said it'd be about 4 minutes or so. Which is pretty fast considering how far we're going.
Yeah. She leans up against the railing, looking out into space as we're rising. Hey, what's that down there? As you're slowly leaving atmosphere, you see a long line, like what looks like a train track, leading from Tokyo, its inner city, to the outskirts and across the bay into the mountainside. I don't remember that.
I
Wouldn't that be that new high speed line that they were putting in?
And
it
she says,
wasn't finished.
well, and there's a TV in the elevator, and she says, maybe we check the news. She flips on the TV, and you hear like a news report. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is like in Japanese. I'm gonna do it in English translation for everyone, so that because I don't know how to speak Japanese, so just imagine.
Where?
Ladies and gentlemen, in Tokyo, I am here with John Arbach, who is the CEO and founder of the Sato Express line, the newest and fastest high-speed maglev TGV tube train in Tokyo. Mr. Osoto, what would you like to say about the train? Yes, I would like to say that its top speed can go up to 512 miles per hour. It is equipped with 3 different classes of travel: first class, prestige, and premier. Uh, premier being our highest tier of travel and elegance and luxury. The track spans about, and he's going rambling on about like all the features and stuff that it has, and says, and the news reporter interrupts and says, "So you say today is the day that's going to be launched, correct?" That is correct. So, we're here at the grand opening of the Sato Express, and we welcome anyone and everyone to come and visit, as Mr. Sato will be giving out free tickets to first come, first serve passengers willing to enjoy this experience with us. Also, the press will be here, and it will be a glorious day. Mr. Sato, thank you for your time, and we'll be right back after a few commercials from our sponsors. And then just starts playing commercials on the news, and she says, "Well, I guess it was finished just a couple weeks ago, according to what it says up there."
How long was I dead? Jesus looks at the two of them.
She
And I
just
mean,
shrugs her
we've only.
shoulders.
I don't know. I'm
Welcome
new
on
to this
platform.
reality, so
Arriving in 1 minute. As you can see the space station looming overhead.
I just assumed that that railroad was always there.
Well, maybe we can do a. I have an idea. Says says Thorn. Why don't we have a hollow adventure about the new train? like maybe practice some of her skills and try and save something. I have this really cool idea that I've been pondering over in one of my. She pulls out a notebook and she holds up and says, "Yeah, I have all my notes here." And she says, "It'd be kind of cool to, practice what we can do and what we're capable of, and maybe we turn into a hero adventure. That way we can tell
Give me.
Lapis that we're actually training while also having fun."
May I see your notebook for a moment?
She hands it to him
You.
and says, "Yeah, just don't read the third or fourth page. It's my handwriting's really bad."
He will quickly speed read what he needs to know,
Yep.
and goes over to the computer and start punching in buttons at lightning speed.
On the elevator, because you're still on the elevator, not at the computer yet. But
Uh,
you can come over to the computer, so you're within range. You can do that. I'll allow it. Um, but what I'm gonna have you do is roll a what would this be? Let's do a history check. Actually, no, Arcana. So that makes more sense for you, Arcana. So D20 plus 7.
let me D20. That'd be 14.
Ooh. Her notes are vague. They're
You
hard to
said
read.
the D20 plus 7, right?
Yeah, D20 plus 7. So yeah, 14
So
is your
that'd be
total.
14. 14 plus 7.
14. Okay, sorry, I didn't understand that. 14 plus 7. So yeah, you punch in the notes quickly. Your fingers flying across the controls. And by the time you're done, the doors slide open to the elevator. And it's busy at the orbital platform. And you hear what sounds like a announcement. Attention. Crisis situation team, report to surface. Crisis situation team, report to surface.
Why don't we just screw the training and get real life experience, yo? She doesn't say yo. She's too German to say yo.
Yeah.
Aren't we the crisis team?
As you see foot soldiers running past.
Nope. But
And
before when the doors open to the station and we hear
yep,
all of that,
yep.
she just hits the descend button.
Yeah.
As you push the descend button, it says returning to surface.
I will
Uh,
then save the program that I just pretty much wrote onto whatever the galactic conversion to an isolinear chip is.
It's an eye stick. That's
I
basically
don't
what they
know.
call them, eye sticks.
Hopefully, the computer is compatible with it.
Yep. And
Look, once we break the atmosphere, I can meet you guys there.
approaching atmosphere in 1 minute. As
All
the
right.
flames around the elevator start showing around the
Y-
casing.
yep. The moment they dissipate, she is going to basically miss through the floor. And
Entering Earth atmosphere. As you miss through the floor, and there is you can see like phasing through the hexagonal shield of Earth's defense grid.
mhm, hopefully she's on the right side of it.
Yep, you're on the
Um,
inner interior, so you passed through it already. But the other team are still about to pass through it. I
she's
need
going to.
everyone who is above the shield to roll me a survival check. So that would just be myself and Kratos.
Okay, so that's a D20.
D20 plus 6 for you. And can you give me the full number, not the partial? So if you could add that, and then I have to do D20 plus.
That'd be a 21. So
21,
15 plus
nice. 17 plus 9 for me. Yeah, so I have a 26 as the shield phases through our bodies, and the computer says authorized as the elevator passes through, continues falling. Well, not falling, but moving towards the surface. Carmilla, you are outside the elevator at high orbit. It is cold as get out because when you're this high up in Atmo, barely Atmo. Remember, it gets cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yeah, she's basically performing the equivalent of a halo drop, straight towards the coordinates that are probably flashing in the visor of her mask.
Yeah, in your mask you see Sato Industries Station, level 1 emergency, and then it switches from level 1 emergency to all hands.
Yeah, she basically does, like, if you've seen skydivers where they
Yep, I've
put
seen
themselves as a bullet.
Yep.
That's about what she's doing right
Yeah, you hear a sonic boom as Carmilla soars towards the surface at like Mach 5, almost.
Ooh, that looks like fun. And Kratos is getting ready to jump out.
You have to open up the elevator door, which requires an override.
I used Misty Step to get out.
Yeah, the elevator is
That
a
was why
contained
she could
unit.
do it.
Yeah, she did it
She
just by
can-
phasing.
Oh, that's what Kratos is about to do. It's just kind of phase through it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Thor says,
he has been experimenting with the Speed Force and see what he can do with it.
Thorn says, "Oh, come on, really? You guys get to phase through. I have to bust." She pulls out her thorns, and she starts
But as I'm
prying open.
phasing through it, I kind of mess with the controls so the door just opens for her.
Okay. Yep. That would be a. Actually, that would be an Arcana check for you. So plus 7. So 20 plus 7. D20 plus 7. Let me know what you get.
What do I need to
D20
roll?
plus 7.
D20 plus 7.
Mhm.
11 plus 7, that's 18.
18. Okay, yeah. The doors slide open, and the rush of air sucks Thorn out, and she's gonna have to roll a dexterity saving throw because she wasn't. Well, she kind of was expecting it, but she wasn't expecting it that sudden. So roll 16. Her thorns shoot out, and she grabs onto the exterior of the elevator as it's falling. She just shouts into the billowing wind, "You could have given me more warning!" As she starts kind of, like staking her thorns down the pipe, which is the elevator shaft.
Dad, I'm done playing.
That's fair.
And over the wind, all she hears is sorry as Kratos plummets
Yep.
down, going approximately Mach 5, Mach 6.
All right, I need you to roll me a acrobatics check. +8.
Yeah, it's gonna suck on the landing.
Yep. Hmm.
You're all about to learn why
Why?
Camilla
Ooh,
jumped out.
nice. A net 20 plus 8. That's 28.
28. You align yourself. You've done some skydive training as you just straighten yourself like a needle and just zoom past Carmilla as there's a loud boom as another object just goes right past you. The shockwave echoing through your ears. I need you to roll me. What was it? Because Camilla, you don't like sound, right? Because you're enhanced hearing.
Yeah, she's not a big sound person.
What would that fall under for you? Constitution?
Con, yeah.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw.
17.
Yep. It hurt, but the wind whistling through your ears kind of muffled the sound, so you managed to somewhat. Your ears are still ringing a little bit, but not as badly as if it was just in a silent room. The noise around you kind of has dampened that.
Yeah.
But Kratos, you are your visor on your suit has been telling you that you are reaching pullback speed. You've reached terminal velocity, and you have no parachute. And you just hear warning, 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 pull up, pull up, pull up.
And
Does he look like he can actually take the fall?
He would
I
create
think
a crater if he were to hit the ground at this speed.
at this point, one of my other abilities would take effect that he has not even doesn't even know about yet.
Okay. What's that ability?
The float ability.
Oh yeah, he can float. I forgot that. I'm looking at your character sheet. Yep. Fucking fly. God damn it.
It's fine.
As
Carmilla's about to fly too, so it's fine.
as you
He's an
think
alien. He's
hard
an alien, like kind of like almost like a Kryptonian, like under the
under the hood. Pretty much.
hood and under the sun. He does
Yep.
some weird shit to his DNA.
Yep. So you are falling as you're closing your eyes, thinking, "I'm gonna hit the ground. I'm gonna hit the ground. I'm gonna hit the ground."
And all of a
And then
sudden, I get this feeling like, no, I'm not. Ah!
and you feel like if you've ever been on a roller coaster where the ride just suddenly like you're coming to the end of the ride, and this is an experience I've had on Superman Ride of Steel, where they constantly hit the trim brakes so hard that you like are thrown forward. That sensation as you come into the brake section. If you ever had that sensation on a roller coaster,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Yeah, they hit the brakes hard as you were like free falling, and then you just feel that sensation of just drag and the lateral G's hitting you. And
But in my case, since I am going terminal velocity, it'll just kind of slingshot me in a different direction
yep, as you're falling, you're going to miss your target.
and bounce back high up into the sky.
Yep, as you well, you're not going to hit anything, but you're going to just kind of change velocity in a different direction. You're now heading straight for a large crowd of newscasters at the main entrance to the structure. You're zooming down the street like in your photo. Your hero shot photo.
Yeah. So my new ability would have slowed me enough to land on the ground
Yep. And continue to forward momentum.
and continue forward momentum as soon as my feet touch the ground.
Pretty much. Camilla, you are above this scene, and you see Kratos rocketing towards a group of innocent civilians, newscasters, at this building. If he does not slow down, he will probably kill every single one of them in a head-on collision. Remember, you guys have open team comms, so you can talk to each other.
Yeah,
Masks.
you just hear a very angry German going, "What the hell is wrong?" I won't shout, but she is. And it is very accented. What the hell are you doing?
Trying to slow down.
I got you.
As I
And
will somehow turn around and run in a different direction,
You're
trying
gonna
to
be skidding.
skidding in a different direction.
So your speed is, what is your momentum speed? You can move 40
My
feet per
momentum
second.
speed would have dropped to about less than Mach 1.
Yeah, so you're still moving about, I'm gonna say 20 feet per second, which is still a pretty decent clip per second. But you've halved your speed, but you're still going to slam into something as you round the corner
yep,
at a
he
alley.
is. He
And
is.
I
there's a
might
brick
just
wall.
slam into like a statue or something.
There's a brick wall in an alleyway that you turned around in. And there's a
Ooh,
You know
that's
dumpster.
what?
gonna hurt.
I was going to save him, but this is.
And you just hear a very loud metallic bang as in the alleyway an object has now collided with a metal dumpster.
I
You
assume
know.
the metal dumpster crumpled under the impact.
Yep. And you now are covered in trash.
You know. This is a
Uh,
fantastic first impression. She chuckles a little as her wings will activate,
Yep.
so she'll grow a set of giant bat wings,
Yep.
and she'll land in the middle of the crowd of newscasters,
As the
but
crowd
under more
parts,
control.
and like they're screaming and like shock and terror because they don't know that you're, all they see is a
Yep.
giant Batwoman just landing, literally.
Yeah. She drops the wings and they turn back into her jacket and she just holds her hands up like it's okay.
As the newscaster says, and she looks over at the cameraman who's just like, "Come on, keep going, keep going."
He's
And she said,
probably looking at her going, where am I shooting?
"Yeah,
No reflection, remember?
yeah." And he says, "Okay." The newscaster says, "Apparently, a couple people have shown up to address the situation that's going on here at Sato Industry Station. As you are well aware, according to our last news broadcast, the train has left the station, but we have received reports that the operators on board the train are not responding, and the train is now rocketing towards the mountainside at 512 miles per hour." Which I am not going to convert that to kilometers per hour, but you can get the gist if you do some basic math. And she
Oh,
says, train has a current occupancy of over 85 people on board, 6 crew members, and remaining passengers. And we need help. As you can see, the special task force has arrived here for the crisis response team, but they say that they're trying their best to remotely operate the train, but there's no communication signal between the train, the tracks, and the operations control booth on board the train. So we don't know what's going on. We'll receive more information as the situation unfolds. Keep it right here for 7 UL News, and she just does that. The cut the throat
Yeah.
thing. The guy just lowers the camera as she walks over and says, "Excuse me, madam, you just, who are you?" As climbing over the
Uh,
top of the building, like, uh, the octopus guy with the mechanical arms, except they're vines, is just Thorn just crawling over the building. Thorns go back into her back. Sorry I'm late. I had to check up what's going on with Kratos. Who is this?
I'm good.
um, my name is. I'm Sanguine. This is Thorn and our other companion, Kratos, over there.
Who's slowly getting up out of the trash pile. As you pull a banana peel off your head.
Yeah.
Slimy.
I am.
Sounds like I need to start running. Go catch this train.
That would be a good idea, said Thorn. Hopefully you have a
Hey,
ticket to ride.
it sounds like this is going to be a rescue op. Get everyone off as soon as possible. The
And
only one that can possibly do that right now would be me. But I
okay,
will need help
Thorn says,
with getting them
what
up.
about the team? I mean, like, we are a team, right? We should work together and try
We
and figure this out. I mean, it's not just
we
you, There he
are,
goes.
and it's fine. Come on, she'll
Right.
activate her wings, take Thorn's hands, and basically take off.
Yep.
After him.
Mm-hmm. As you're flying down the tracks, you see the train up ahead, moving at probably about 10 times faster than what you're moving at right now. So you're gaining on the train, but the train's also pulling away quickly. It seems to be
God damn it,
increasing
I'm gonna
speed.
beat that.
And you can see this lightning streak of a line along the side of the tracks, along the mountainside and the valley, moving along the side of where the train would be, keeping pace. Kratos, as you're moving, you see people in the windows of the train, kind of like banging on the windows, kind of like panicking, like they're trying to open the windows, but they're not opening, and yeah, you need to get closer to figure out what the situation is on board.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So exactly how fast is the train moving?
Is exceeded its maximum safe velocity, is now moving at 612 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour over its top speed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to really bust out some moves and catch up.
Yep. Hmm. And Thorn says, maybe we can try and create a break or a block, maybe try and pull the train back, slow it down. She looks up at Camilla, who's holding her.
Well, if only somebody could create obstructions with their very form.
I have an idea. If you could get me in close, I could get to the front of the train.
I
And
can, but this is going to feel really weird.
Somebody breach the side of the train so I have a way in.
She will, so she's going to. Granted, Misty Step isn't supposed to work like this, but technically Vampire Mist is. So when she mists, Thorn mists too.
yep, I'll
And
allow
she
that.
is going to she's gonna go forward, and she's actually going to fling Thorn on top of it, on top of the train.
Yep.
Uh,
This is a 12 car train. Which car are you picking?
the closest one.
11th.
Okay, 11th it is.
Mhm. I just rolled a
And
d12.
that's fair. And then if he wants a door, why not?
There are sunroofs, like sun panels on this car. It's an observation car. As she slaps the top of the, crashing through the roof, the train into the car. Okay,
um,
maybe a little bit more warning next time, but she dusts her stuff off. As there's panicked passengers on board, just all screaming, hiding behind their seats. Okay, everyone,
uh,
this is. Can someone give me exactly what's going on here? Uh, don't worry, I'm here to save you all. As one of the terrified passengers just points towards the door behind her. There's people up there. As the door flings open, and not what you would expect to throw open this door. A tiny little man storms out, carrying a compound crossbow. Who the hell are you? What are you doing on our train? Excuse me, our train? You in what army? I have to roll something now, which is a dexterity saving throw for my character. Thorn, and she has a +1.
for the record, as soon as Carmilla can hear over the mic the other voices,
Mhm.
um, Kratos is gonna get his opening because she's just gonna dive through one of the windows
Yep.
at first.
Yep. I'm gonna roll a d12. See which window you're gonna smash through on car 11. That determines how close you are to the. You're up front, car window 4. So seat row 4. You smash through the window, and you see this tiny little guy, looks like a dwarf, holding this crossbow, like compound crossbow, at your team member. And you are
And
going to, I guess, collide with them? Was that your plan?
E,
Thought I had something
yeah,
for that. As soon as the breach is made, Kratos is going to jump through it.
Okay.
It's getting to a stop and kind of knock over the dude or send him
Acrobatics,
flying.
d20 +8.
I love D20s.
I mean, okay.
We get a 18 total.
18 total. Okay, yeah. Um, he turns the crossbow on you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw as as a bolt goes flying towards you.
Me or Camilla?
You, Kratos.
You did the hitting.
Yep. So, d20 +9. No, +2. Sorry, +2. Looking at the wrong stat.
Maybe 21.
21. Okay, dirty 20. That's fair.
19 plus 2.
Yep. So you, with your second ability, I'm assuming you take a reaction and you phase out of the way. Just a shimmer.
Well, yeah, I kind of shimmer and then using my speed at the same time and just kind
Yeah.
of dodge to the side.
As
So it
the
kind of produces like an after image.
yeah, as the guy says, "What the great more supers." As he trains his attention on you, Carmilla. I need some help here. Sling, if you're
Y-
there.
yep, I am right there.
No, he's talking to his ally.
Oh,
I need some air support. As you hear a
uh,
ah from above.
I heard a cough from above.
Yep. As emerging from one of the clouds is a winged creature, humanoid, shooting a fireball from its mouth at you.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is all on that one's all on you.
Yep.
Mhm.
She says, and she'll activate her wings and she'll fly headlong towards it, dodging at the last second.
All right. I'm gonna roll to hit. So this
She
is
got
gonna
a
be
31 for a dex save, by the way.
okay. Let's see. What can I use? Abilities. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's right. Actions. Elemental. Let's check this. What do I have? Oh, I didn't even select any of these. Oops. Well, we're just gonna use these then, because I didn't set that up. Okay, fair enough. So, roll to hit. What's your AC? Never mind, doesn't matter.
Yeah, 16 for what it's worth.
Yeah, she misses as the fireball goes wide, just off into the air.
Yeah.
And she says, "Will you fucking hold still?"
Why would I do that? She says. And she will bite into her wrist and summon her swords.
Mm-hmm.
That also, when they come out, I will take a d10 worth of damage.
Yep.
And her sword will actually get a weird ghosty flame to it.
Oh, nice.
She is activating her Crimson Right, the Right of the Dead, which
Yep.
turns some of her damage into necrotic damage.
Yep. And she is going to
And she takes 4 damage.
disengage as a reaction. But you can still get an opportunity attack, so go ahead and roll your opportunity attack.
Yeah. 20, not natural to hit.
Hit.
There you go.
And what is the damage?
15 slashing. Hold on. 5 necrotic. So 20 total.
Okay. Cool. It looks
And
somewhat
hold
wounded, but
on. She gets one more attack because she has 2 blades.
Oh, right. Double attack. I forgot about that.
$28 to hit.
What to hit?
28.
Hit.
$13 slashing, 10 necrotic.
Yeah.
So 23.
23. Okay. 23 damage. 23 damage. Oof. So what she's gonna do now is, as a reaction to this, as part of her action, because it's her turn, spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Confirm. A 60-foot aura of fear is surrounding you in pitch blackness. You can't see anything around you, as if it was nightfall, and there's no moon. For 1 full minute, you lose your concentration. Each hostile creature that starts its turn must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, DC 6, or be charmed or frightened until the end of until the spell ends.
Lucky for me, I have advantage on charmed or frightened.
Yep.
Um.
Oh. So this does not affect
So
you, but Kratos, you have to roll
Damn.
your turn, which is
yeah,
a Wisdom saving throw, DC 16. So just a standard d20 for you.
$18.
Okay, cool. You are not frightened at all. As you stare down your enemy with the crossbow, and he says, the name's Slingshot,
That's a tough name.
and you are going to die a painful death. As he
I
loads
think
another bolt
not.
into his crossbow.
I think not, as my fist comes speeding towards his face, surrounded by
Dexterity
lightning
saving
bolt.
throw for him. Hold on. What's your attack roll?
Attack roll.
Yep. So you have to beat his
What's the modifier?
for your roll.
Yeah,
What are you attacking with? Your longsword or your unarmed strike?
strike.
Your attack
Oh,
is plus 11.
plus a lot. Oh, damn.
Yep. How much
He
damage?
just got hit with 30.
30. Oh. Okay. 30. Alright. And his armor is going to soak half of that, so that's 15. Because he's wearing. You notice he's wearing body armor.
Which I would have probably just crumpled the shit out of.
Actually, no, it's scale mail. If you must know. So it can take a beating, but it did. You've knocked it pretty well down. I'll tell you that much. But it did soak some of that damage as he fires off another bolt at you. Right. What's your AC?
I'm not even looking at my sheet, to be
Okay.
honest.
Oh, he barely makes it. Damn it. The shot goes wide and flies through the window into a tree, passing by. Your turn, Carmilla. Uh, this firebird, as the name pronounces, is getting ready to attack you again with its talons. Double strike. What's your AC?
Mine? 16.
Yes. No hit. Hit. Take 3 damage as she
Okay.
slashes at your face, leaving a scar. Bloody scar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Well, her bonus.
Your turn.
I think it's bonus action. Nope, it's not. It's just one of my attacks. That's good. Her eyes are going to go like her,
Mhm.
the whites of her eyes go blood
Yep.
red.
Mhm.
Her other eyes grow redder.
Yep.
Her teeth grow longer, and she lunges, and she is going to bite.
Mhm.
She's going to bite this person. 15
Question:
to hit.
What kind of species are you?
She's a Dhampir,
Vampire.
technically.
Yep.
She's a vampire. A
Got it.
human.
And you said 15 to hit.
Yeah.
You hit her armor class.
Hit her.
Yep.
Awesome. Now damage. And she heals 7. The bird woman takes 7 damage. Carmilla heals 7 damage.
Yep.
And my next attack. Oh wait, no. I just heal. So the marks on her face while she's staring at the woman just seal and heal, no scars. And her second attack is with her scimitar.
Cool.
27 to hit.
Hit.
And 11 slashing and 4 necrotic damage. So 15 altogether.
All right. Hold on. Give me a second. As you attack her, some of her blood sprays on you, and you notice that it hurts you. For the next turn, I am spending a sorcery point. She's a sorcerer. If you haven't guessed. She is going to use her elemental affinity, which is type acid, and has advantage on draconic ancestry, mainly dealing with Dampure. Gain +2 on any damage roll that when the spell is cast. At the same time, you spend 1 sorcery point to cast the spell. Lasts for full 1 hour.
For the record, that means that you'd have to choose acid, electricity, or whatever.
Yep.
It's to enhance her
Attack.
spells of that element.
Yeah. She just cast basically acid spray on you.
That's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's fine. She has enough. Technically, in this little scene or whatever, she has enough healing to just have the acid re-heal.
Yep. Fair. So just take basically 3 points of heal.
Out of the 6, out of the 7 she got, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fair. And now Thorn's gonna roll in. Thorn is moving her way towards the front of the car, and front of the car, and she's going to have to brush past this guy with the crossbow who Kratos is dealing with. So she's gonna have to use stealth, which isn't her good. 14. What is his insight? Slingshot. Insight. Slingshot does not notice her passing by, as she creeps into the next car. Back to you, Kratos.
I'll activate the ring on my finger to pull out a sword.
Okay, you have two. Remember, you have 2-weapon fighting, so you can pull out another sword if you want.
Can I do like a dual katana kind of
Sure.
deal?
I'll allow that, just because. Mm-hmm.
It's a shape shifting
It's 2
sword
long
technically.
swords, basically, but we'll just say they're 2
Long
katanas.
swords.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right, and you want to attack him?
Yeah, I will attack, knowing that I've already heavily damaged his armor.
Slingshot. You hit.
It's in my phone.
So you do 1d8 plus 5 damage for your first attack, so that's 11 to sling. 11 damage. And then you roll to hit again. Hit. Oh god. Critical. So I'll roll 2 times the damage. So 7 plus 6 is
13.
13 damage. Jeez. You're knocking him down. I'm sorry. Which I
And
guess is
his
good for you
armor's
guys.
pretty much gone.
His armor is like basically depleted. Yep. Mm-hmm. He has no armor now. So inventory, armor, soak off. That way you guys know that he has no armor. Cool. Alright. He is does he have any? Nope. He says, playtime's over, as he draws two of his own swords from his back. They're short swords. He says, let's dance.
Bring it, punk.
Alright. Your AC is... He misses that attack. And also misses that attack as he swings wildly as the train's rocking back and forth. That's his turn. Camilla, your turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Yeah, she's just tired. Okay, give me just a second. I'm trying to read.
Mhm.
I have a lot of stuff.
You do, I know.
Um, you know what? Let's just make this a little on the easy side.
Mhm.
Uh, they are going. Summon a greater demon.
Okay. Describe what
Uh,
this thing looks like.
basically, uh, she starts chanting, and if you've ever played Castlevania,
No, I have not,
uh,
unfortunately.
Castlevania, good game.
well, you know Dracula's final form of the big monster.
Oh, that thing. Ew, gross.
Yeah,
That.
except with giant bat wings, so it's up in the air.
Okay, fair.
And it's female, and which might look kind of hot, but
Yep, fair.
Yeah,
And it
fair, I guess.
materializes, and he. What does he have to roll for this? Wisdom saving throw or something?
Uh, well, technically, this demon fights on its own.
Oh, it's a separate character. Got it.
Yeah.
So your demon character goes now.
Yep. It's gonna fly forward and do some claw attacks.
All right. As a reaction, I'm gonna spend some sorcery points. 1, 2, 3, and she. You see her saying something like through her like pursed lips, and I need your demon to roll a wisdom saving throw. Mm-hmm. DC 18.
Natural 20.
Okay. Uh, the demon's gonna take half damage from a D6. But where's my D6? Come on, where's it? Come on, where are you? Fuck it. Oh, there you are. Wow. Take 1 damage. So don't take any damage because it's halved.
Which doesn't take any more damage because it's halved again.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the demon is resistant to fire.
Exactly, I figured. So,
Hmm.
the spell just fizzles, as she basically tried to give it command and tell it to attack you instead.
The blur.
Mhm.
Oh, it's the
And that
Yeah.
is her turn. Now we go down to Slingshot, who is going to try and attack you again, Kratos, with his 2 short swords. Are you ready?
Sure.
Your AC is hit. You're going to take 3 points of damage from that one. And the next attack also hits. And another 7 points of damage. 7 points. There we go. Cool. Alright. You may now do your attack. What do you want to do? Kratos?
What's up?
What do you want to do? Your turn.
I'll swing at him.
Alright.
Give me a
Unarmed
second.
strike or your sword?
Sword strike.
Okay. I'll roll your attack, which is going to hit, surprisingly. And 1d8 plus 5.
And 1d8 plus 5.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
so that'd be 11 damage.
11 damage. Cool. As this is all happening, you hear a shout from over your team comms saying, "I'm at the controls, but it it's it's not good up here. I have 2 dead operators, and the engineer's also dead. Uh, train seems to be locked in a some kind of automatic mode, and the manual controls are all busted. The brake's
It's
been
giant
destroyed."
okay.
Repeat, she says as the comms crackle. What did you say, Kratos? Kratos, come in. Kratos? Alright,
I
well,
think he. I think
yeah,
he
this is still
ran away.
step away, yeah. We're gonna cut back to you.
Fair
Sorry
enough.
about that. I had
Alright,
a phone call
Kratos,
come.
what did you say over comms as they crackle?
To try and slow down the train as in whatever way, shape, or form you can.
She says, okay. On it. And we got back to Firebird and Carmilla.
Yep. I think she's about to catch up for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She is going to basically hold her hands out, and a wave of necrotic nastiness just leaves. She's casting Blight. on her.
Fair. All right. What do I have to
DC
roll?
18 con save.
DC 18 con save. 21.
Well, you take half of this.
How much damage?
37 divided by 2.
Okay, now you have to ask me math. 37.
That's still like 16 damage.
It's actually 19.
19. Something I said like
Oh god. Yep.
Yeah,
As she
that's fine.
as she starts plummeting towards the bottom of the train car in the open cabin above, her wings completely useless as they are in pain and slowly decaying. She says, "Curse you, undead fiend." As a reaction, she's gonna fire off a fireball at you. That's gonna be fireball, automatic hit at. Yeah, we'll do that. 3rd level. So that is a.
I hit a deck save too.
Yep. DC 15 for you.
I rolled a 31. If it was a DC 15, I would have auto succeeded on just my
Yep.
roll.
Pretty much. Yep. As the fireball goes wide, just into the air. As she hits the deck on her back, and goes oomph. She is prone, and she is paralyzed for this turn cycle. All right, Kratos, back to you.
okay.
Yep, you and Slingshot.
I'll swing at him again.
All right, longsword, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right. What is his AC? Yep, he's hit. All right, rolled a hit. Max damage. So that's 2. 14 plus 6 for sling. 14 plus 6. Nice, you did 20 damage to sling, taking him down to size. He is not looking well.
Is he subdued
He
at
looks
the moment?
bruised. He's not subdued, but he is bruised and bloodied.
Is there any way I can disconnect the passenger cars from the
He is
engine?
blocking your path from the next car over, and you're 4 cars behind the engine car, the main car in the front.
Okay.
Yep.
So I
you have
need to get by him to sever the link
Yep.
to the other cars.
Yep.
Okay.
And there are passengers on the other 4 cars too, so just letting you know.
Well, I want to sever these 4 to get those people to slow down,
Yeah.
and then I'll concentrate on the others.
All right. What are you gonna do? It's on you. You're gonna have to get by this guy. He's currently just groaning in pain on his left shoulder. You kind of threw him up against the wall when you attacked him.
Knowing that he is going to be in my way, I literally just take him and throw him through the hole into
Grapple.
the nearest tree.
Strength check. So that's plus 11. Pretty easy for you. Oh god. Max fucking strength. Strength
It's
check. Okay.
throw.
You just pick him up and you yeet him in out the window, out the open hole on the side of the car. And now I have to do bludgeoning damage for him. Thank you very much. Because you threw him into a fucking mountain according to my map. So let me do a dexterity
Well, he
saving throw on
did
him.
attack me, so it kind of deserves it.
Okay, he takes half damage, thankfully. But bludgeoning damage is gonna be 4d6.
He's gonna be out for the count.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4d6. He's taken 11 damage, and he is on the side of the mountain as the train lumbers by at a quick clip. He's going to be out of battle for now, so I'm going to close down his sheet.
Yeah, because by the time he catches up to the train, it'll be long gone.
Yep. All right, and Kratos, you hear from over the comms. We're about to reach the station. Terminal station coming up. I need someone up here.
I'm
It's not
going
slowing
to
down.
rush ahead, sever the four rear cars, and
As you hear the
head over.
screeching of like the brakes, because the detach mechanism detected that there's no momentum. And the ear-piercing sound can be heard from above. Camilla, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry.
12.
It's a DC. I'll roll for that. Hold on, actually.
She probably
Is
took
that the DC? Oh, well,
awful.
floor dice doesn't count.
All Camilla hears
DC
into the
20.
headset is a very loud. Sorry.
DC 20.
Yeah, she didn't make it.
Alright, take 1d12.
Oof. Sorry.
Which is only 3 damage for you.
Okay, good.
Lucky. It wasn't anything higher. Alright,
That's
as the four train cars behind you start slowing at a credible speed, derail, and start tumbling off the tracks down the mountainside.
That's not good.
Yep, towards the ocean below. Because remember, you're on a mountain overlooking the ocean.
She, you know what? Carmilla is going to wonder how much strength she actually has to summon multiple demons.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna try. She's going to send her one demon after one of the cars to try and at least stabilize them.
Yep.
And then summon 3 more.
Okay.
Probably not easily.
Yeah. I know this takes a lot out of you.
Let's see.
Heroic feats. They do be feety.
Yeah. So I'll just, most of her stuff takes damage. This is not something that is written, so
Yep.
I will just do a d12 for damage.
Mm-hmm.
I was not so lucky this time. She takes 8.
Okay.
And yeah. And yeah. All Kratos can see is the sky go from dawn to blood red, full moon, blood dripping, demons crawling out of the blood,
Yep.
yada yada. It looks like a horror movie.
all he can do is shudder and be like, God, I do not need to piss her off.
Yep. As the thoughts of not dying go through your head. And then you turn
As
your
I
attention back
rush
to the
forward to
train.
try and save
You're
the
on.
rest of the individuals.
Yep. as there are more people on the train looking at you as the cars behind you just tumble down the mountain, and some of them get snatched up by the demons flying overway. As one of the passengers just peers up over one of the seats backsides and says, "What the hell?"
Relax, they are on our side. They're here to help. I try and reassure passengers.
We need to get off this.
Everybody to the rear car, and now.
Everyone starts moving towards the rear car, panicked. Some of them trying desperately not to step on each other, but it's a panicked rush to the back of the car.
Bring people from the other cars into the rearmost car.
And Thorn is also up at the controls, and she is now abandoned the controls, and she is helping you ferry people to the back car. We have about maybe 10 minutes before we hit a brick wall at going, last time I looked, 822 miles per hour.
We need to slow this down now. Do we have everybody accounted for in the last couple cars?
That's last one, she says, as one person just steps over the threshold. Yep, I think that's it.
I go out and sever the linkage.
As the brakes do not engage on this car.
I'll jump and try and catch the two cars.
Roll me
And slow down
athletics
myself.
check, which is probably your best skill. Your strength
Probably.
strength skill plus 11. So that would be a d20 plus 11.
3, give me a second.
Yep.
Back, I need a d20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be a massive feat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 16 plus 11, that's 27.
27 will do it. As you dig your heels into the ground, I'm assuming you're like pulling the train.
I pull a freaking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah, one of those. As you're digging your heels into the dirt, it hurts, but you're like just gritting your teeth with the pain, as you're not going to be walking on these for a while. As sparks fly around you, and you hear the creaking and groaning of metal, and the screeching of basically resistance of brakes, or metal against metal on the track. And then you hear a loud kerthunk as one of the wheels flies off the track. You've now derailed this train, going at 821 miles per hour. This car, at least.
Theoretically,
As everyone screams in panic.
As we slow down drastically.
Well, drastically, but it's bouncing on the railroad ties because you derailed part of the train. So everyone's getting a good everyone's getting a good rodeo ride.
That being said, Carmilla, her demons doing their work,
Yep.
will actually land and basically help stop the bounce.
Mm-hmm.
She's got stupid high strength. Why not?
Yep. Are you gonna pick up this train car? Or try to?
No, she is actually going to attempt to stop it and keep it on the track.
Okay, so you're gonna try and re-rail it. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll
Making
me
my
a strength
job a
check.
little bit easier. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna set the DC to that. Oh, nope. There's a D20. Yep. DC 20.
29.
Okay. Yeah, you hear the screeching of metal and this loud clink and a loud kerthunk as the train jolts and is back on the tracks. But
Yeah.
still,
Not
rolling towards its impending doom.
Yeah, for that, she is
But
going
the speed
to.
has dropped to 650.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Her next.
Mhm.
Her next goal is something extremely stupid and. Yeah, so why not? She is going to place her feet down and basically she's going to use her strength and a blood curse on herself
Okay.
to stop the train.
Okay.
Uh, she is going to bind herself
Mm-hmm.
for a minute
Mm-hmm.
after she plants her feet down, and
Yep.
then yeah, because her movement basically becomes zero,
Fair
and
enough.
she
Yep.
just
Getting
plants
the
herself
inspiration
like an
point for
anchor.
this tactic. I like the idea.
Okay.
It's ingenuity and
Yeah.
somewhat ingenious. I didn't even think of this as a strategy. So you
But
can
yeah.
roll with advantage if you'd like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
23 for the first roll.
Okay.
Nat 20, 33 for the second.
33. Cool. You have dropped the speed down drastically on these 4 cars, down to 218 miles per hour. Still not stopped, but slow enough that it's more manageable for you guys to slow this thing down. However, the lead train car, the engine car or the driver car, is still trying to pull resistance wise because its engine's still going. And Thorn says, that's not good. It's gonna rip itself apart."
Then get off of it.
She goes and pulls the coupler on it, and she says, "I'll stay with the engine. You guys stay with the rest of the passengers. I'll try to stop the engine up ahead. Because if it collides with the other station and those waiting passengers, we're gonna have hell to pay, and not a good one." She
Damn. I didn't even think of that.
jumps onto the engine car.
Try and derail that thing as before it gets anywhere near that station.
On it, she says. She's looking at all these controls. What the? Wow, they really did it. She's just open comms. They really did a number on these panels.
Can
Can't you
you?
use your thorns to dislodge the wheels from the track?
I was
Just
going
about
to
to think
say.
that. She
I was
says,
going to say one big thorn catapult the thing off the track.
"I don't think I'm that strong, but I'll try." She's going to roll her
I didn't think I was as strong as I was.
Arcana. Thorn, go do Arcana things. Yep, Thorn emerges from the bottom of the train as you just look out the front door of this car, like the connector doors, and you just see this engine just go soaring into the air, and like a giant root just emerging from the ground, like Jack and the Beanstalk just decided to go ham on this train car.
Well,
Never detonated the cop car.
That's one way to do it.
turns out she was powerful enough.
Now I'm on a spinning train that's out of control, and oh god, there's the ground as it tumbles into like a nearby forest with a loud
Can't you
explosion.
make a webbed parachute out of your thorns?
There's just a loud
Focus on
explosion.
stopping. Focus on stopping this car. We'll get to her as soon as we can.
As
It
I
controls
drive my
fire.
feet
She might have survived
deeper
that.
into the ground,
It's like she controls fire. Maybe she survives that.
Yep. As the comms crackle off in the distance. And it's up to you guys now.
I'll drive my feet further into the ground to try and slow it down even further, even though I know I'm making a huge fissure
Crater.
in the ground.
Yeah, fissure. Crater.
Carmilla does
Oh,
much the
ravine.
same.
Yep.
More of like a ravine.
Yep. Alright. I need you to roll me a strength
I
saving
just
throw.
realized that Carmilla's probably right next to Kratos, trying to hold this thing
Yeah.
back.
As you can see the station looming up ahead. At least off in the distance, about like maybe a quarter of a mile.
I get a crazy idea.
Mm-hmm.
Slam my foot into the ground to cause like a break in the ground to
Yep.
tilt up,
Crack. Yep.
crack and tilt up to kind
Okay.
of.
Oh, you know what you're doing, and I love the idea. Gain an inspiration point.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna slam its feet into the ground, and like a huge section of ground is just gonna tilt up.
I know. Alright. We're gonna have to roll an acrobatics check on the train. Because this train gonna be flying. And not down the tracks anymore.
Well, my hope is that it's gonna slow it down enough for us to actually stop it.
Okay. That is enough for it to propel itself and ramp itself up off the rails over this like lip slash ramp that you've made. As now the train is flying through the air and you just feel weightlessness for a brief second. All the passengers like are clinging to their seats and to each other and anything they can hold on to as they're all screaming in terror. As you're now about maybe 100 feet up in the air and like just heading towards the sky. Now you have to worry about the train coming back down.
Damn. Yeah.
As you see the mountains ridges off in the distance and the plateau. As you're up in the air, I'll give you kind of a visual aerial view. There's a forest to your left where you see a smoldering train wreck, part of a train wreck, for where Thorn crashed. There's a lake off in the distance, off to the left. A large open pond lake kind of thing. You could probably crash
Yeah.
it there, maybe. Who knows?
I'm gonna try and aim it towards the lake, give it a little bit of a cushion.
Yep. And situated between these two is a small town with the station at the southern tip. And you're soaring over the station. In order for you to maneuver this train while it's in the air, we're going to do an acrobatics check for you.
I can roll it. Just let me know.
D20 plus 8, please.
That'd be 23.
Okay, so the train, with some struggle, you manage to kind of like maneuver the train in a way that like you're like having everyone lean on one side or something like that as it's somersaulting through the air. Um, and it's a feat of true heroics as you see these people work with you to like maneuver themselves into the train so it kind of counterbalances the head over heels momentum. And you're now propelling this train straight towards the lake. And someone says, "Are we gonna have a water landing?" Oh God! As you see one of the uh, mothers clutching two children in her arms, she says, "My babies."
As we approach the water, I'll use my newfound light ability and try and cancel out as much of the momentum as possible.
Are you getting underneath the train to kind of carry the train underneath you or something? Or are
Carry
you...
it on my back.
Okay, cool. That's going to be a strength check. D20 plus 5. You can roll with advantage because you have inspiration.
I'll use the advantage.
Okay.
Actually, I probably won't need it. 17 plus 5, that's 22.
22. Alright. Yeah. You splash down into the water. It is cold as ice. This is winter weather as you smash through the ice on the lake. But the impact, you took most of the brunt of the impact as you crack through the ice, train coming down on top of you and submerging deep under the chilling water before bobbing up to the surface and then starting to begin slowly filling with water and sinking. Now you have to save these passengers from a sinking train car.
Well, we're stopped and down, so that's relatively
Yep.
easy
Yeah,
compared to those other tasks.
true. Now we cut back to Thorn in the rubble. As she gets up, she is coughing and wheezing, flames all around her, and there is a small forest fire that has erupted. And she's looking around. The train is literally a wreck. It is dismantled, like girders everywhere, metal parts torn up. And she is crawling with a broken leg out from the wreckage. She calms over. Okay, the engine won't be going anywhere anytime soon. And I think I might have broken my leg. As she reaches out and sticks her fist into the dirt, she's going to use her last ounce of will and her arcana. So I have to roll for arcana. Come on. Okay, that will do it, but barely. She is using her remaining 5 points of her spell, sorcery points, as she grows vines around her into a cocoon, and she is going to activate her wild shape ability, and basically she's going to start her first short rest. She's out of the fight.
That's fair.
It's a weird feature because she has to wild shape, but since she's so low power right now, she's basically cocooning herself so that she can heal up.
And Kratos will say over the comms, we'll come and get you as soon as we're able to, Thorn.
You hear silence over the returning end.
I know she heard because we can.
Yeah, she heard you.
Are we able to monitor each other's vitals?
Not with your current hero suit. That's only for like certified heroes. So
Yeah.
yeah, you only get basic comms with trainee suits.
Got it.
Basic comms and locator beacons. That's it. All right, Carmilla. You hit the water hard as this train is submerged. You're probably the deepest now because you and Kratos are down in the water. You can see the surface of the murky water depths down below. And you see people trying to swim up. This lake is about maybe 90 feet deep. Train car being about 60 feet in length.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're at the bottom
I-
I mean, you don't
I
really need to
mean,
breathe or anything like that, but it is cold.
yeah.
Even though you can't feel pain, but you can sense that these people are just they're gonna suffer from hypothermia or either freeze to death if they don't get out of this frigid water soon.
Which is, um, yeah. Uh, she. Let's see. Um, there's not much she can do about the temperature of the water.
Can she use her demons to extract people?
The demons are pretty much done with setting down the train cars off in the distance,
then yeah, they can start
lumbering their way
diving
towards the.
in and
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, I don't know where she is with magic ability currently.
That's up to
as
player.
long as she has blood, she has magic.
True.
She
And just
she's
conjure new
also
demons and get them out of the water.
actually yeah, she'll start summoning a bunch of like imp minor demons that just kick off and
Yep.
she's also going to call the doctor and
Oh,
have
Numian.
him what's his face?
Numian Cross.
Yeah, Cross. And
How you contact him over comms or? I'm assuming comms, but I'll let you decide. Do you
yeah,
have like
comms
that?
is
Okay, comms. This
for
is
now, yeah.
Cross here. What can I do for you, mistress?
He hears bubbles and bubbles, and then yeah, she'll respond the other way. Basically,
Telepathically.
yeah,
Mhm.
basically need help.
My wait. Mistress is in trouble. I must go. As bounding through the hallways in uh the lab, just like knocking over a whole bunch of beakers and everything like that, and like samples of blood and stuff like that. He doesn't give two F's right now. He is on his way to save his mistress. As bounding through the hall, he is crashing into like people and like knocking over people as he's like on all fours, like the crazed kind of like demonic creature he is.
Sometimes it pays to have your own run feeling.
Yep. He is bounding through the hallway, smashes through an open window, is now out in the night, just booking it towards the edge of
Let's
the
go
town.
home. Run ahead of him.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
Like,
he's also undead, so it's
Yeah,
not
he
really
is.
gonna matter too
Mm-hmm.
much.
true.
As a helicopter light shines down on this creature,
So close to
moving
500 miles.
moving across the the wilderness, and it is a casting helicopter. We have recent reports that the train has indeed crashed. We also are receiving reports that a strange creature is making its way from the old structure of the what appears to be the old tower of the once former uh, corporate building of the Baxter Brothers, is making its way from the parks to where appears to be a beeline straight for the Ridgeview, the town of Ridgeview. We have live footage coming in now, and you can see, like, not on screen, but you can imagine that they have, like, a live footage of this just Renfield just bounding over the hills and dales through the forest, just making its way towards its mistress. We have no idea what this creature is or why it's so interested in this train wreck, but We have another team making their way to the site as we speak. We'll cut to them now. As overhead, you guys, you hear what sounds like a large helicopter. As Kratos, you break the surface, carrying 2 civilians with you under your arms.
And then
I
shortly
would bring them
after,
to shore, and I would jump back into the water and go get more.
Yep.
I would say you can see the little army of demons that
Yep.
the Vampiress has obviously summoned.
Yep.
She's still at the bottom of the lake, though.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
you look,
as
as you're
soon as I
swimming
get
towards
the
the
last
bottom.
of the humans to shore,
Yep.
I would dive down to go get her, go get Carmilla.
You see her body just lying, kind of like placidly on the bottom of the murky, silty floor, motionless, not well, obviously not breathing, but like she looks like she might be out. What is your health right now?
Oh, her health is fine, but she did use the curse of binding on herself.
Yeah, so she can't move. That's right.
She is basically
A wood board.
Petrificus Totalis. Yeah,
Yeah. And
she's a
Would she
Harry
be
Potter
able to
spell.
grab my? Would she be able to at least move her hand to grab on the mine?
no, she cannot move
She's
anything.
she's basically a plank.
So I'd have to physically grab her.
Yep.
Okay.
And
So I would grab her and start heading back to the surface.
roll me a Constitution saving throw because you've been doing this in and out of this cold water and stuff like that for a while. That's taking a lot of breath out of your lungs. Because remember, you are human.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of ish. So I need you to roll a con saving throw. D20 plus 9.
D20 plus 9.
Mhm.
19.
All right, roll me a survival check. Difficulty is well, you didn't meet the difficulty for the con save, so you are floundering in the water as you're trying to stroke, carrying this heavy person with you, and you are losing energy. Your survival check is a d20 plus 6. If you get a 21 or higher, you succeed.
$26.
Nice. As you use every ounce of willpower in you, I'll let you describe your heroic ejection out of the water.
Pretty much I'm swimming as fast as I can towards the surface, carrying her limp body,
Mhm.
or petrified body.
Yep.
So fast we kind of just literally fly out of the
As
water.
the crowd is like
Like a
waiting in
torpedo.
anticipation, even the imps are just kind of like doing the finger like tapping things, just looking at the water like, are they going to survive? Are they going to survive? Can we feast on them? Are they going to survive?
And
As
on the shore,
rocketing through the air, and the crowd starts cheering as they see like these 2 entities just flying overhead. You fly overhead and hit the hard part of the ice, tumbling head over heel. I'm assuming you let go of
wide over the shore and
Camilla. Yeah.
into snowbank.
Yep. Pretty much. Yep. As one of the demons just.
And I don't get up for a few minutes. Like,
Yep. I'm going to
I'm gonna
roll.
be just
I'm
sick.
going to roll 2d20 and see how much damage you take from that, because that was a lot of bludgeoning. Okay. 13 plus 13. You take 26 bludgeoning damage.
Damn. What's my total health?
164 out of 205.
That's just the it's just a scratch.
Yeah. Out of all the tanky characters, you're probably the tankiest.
I don't know. Carmilla's sitting at 224 max HP.
Oh, okay, fair. As the as the scene kind of
As
settles
far
down,
as stamina is concerned, our characters are both practically wiped.
yeah. So you're just lying in the snow as the helicopter lands off in the distance. As people and paramedics start rushing towards you and the other people gathered here. And the
I would
anesthetist,
to deal with the normal humans first.
yeah. First off, Camilla, since you are technically still a plank, but you took so much bludgeoning damage, does that end your spell to summon those demons?
Yes, they would have all been.
Poofed.
They normally last an hour.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a concentration thing. I think they're just summoned for an hour and then they go away.
Okay, well, fair enough. Well, they've kind of just they're just lumbering towards you, kind of just like trying to protect you, because that's their prerogative. So the paramedics kind of go over to and tend to the injured. I'm gonna roll 1d6 to see how many people on that train were injured. Only 5 in critical. D4 for those who are injured, and 4 suffered minor injuries. No casualties though, because if you got anything over a 6, or if you got a 6 on the D6, then there would have been at least a casualty if I had to roll the D4 a second time. So, congratulations, no casualties, just critically injured. They've been medevaced to the hospital in Tokyo. As walking up in a business suit, accompanied by Lapis, is a woman. What the hell were you doing out here? Never mind, Lapis. This is your responsibility now, but I want a full debrief when we get back to base. As this woman with white hair kind of just looks at all of you and says, I'm impressed you managed to pull off your first rescue op, even though it was against orders. Congratulations. You all did well, minus the damage to property and everything else that I will have to pay for, but that's why we have the big bucks. You two men, she gestures to 2 guards, secure the area and get these people to...
Darn Woods. She manages to get out as the spell starts weakening, or the curse starts weakening.
Where's your teammate? Where's
Wood.
Dawn? As the 2 guards say.
Woods, cockpit.
Oh,
It's probably under very heavy German and slurred.
Yeah, she points to 2 men. You 2, chopper now with me.
I would point over in the direction of the
forest.
Forest fire.
We saw that on our way in, madam. Yeah, you 2 tend to the forest fire. She points to 2 guards. Work with the paramedics and the response team. As for you 2, she says, as they put Camilla on a stretcher, because she can't move still, somewhat.
Yeah, she would have communicated to her demons that are still around that she is safe to
Yeah.
go stand in a corner or something.
Yeah, they're just standing kind of off in a corner. They're actually helping with the forest fire. We'll say that much.
That's fair.
And
And Kratos,
I'm just injured and
they put
I
you
can't really move too much.
2 stretchers then, or a gurney and a stretcher. As Aurora's walking alongside you in the pushing one of the gurney with Kratos on it. As you reeled into the back of the medical helicopter, and the helicopter starts taking off and says, "Okay, now," she sits down. "Explain to me why you thought it was a bold move to disobey direct orders and go save these people. While admirable, yes, it was a unwise decision."
You're the one who called for all hands. She gets
I did
into a
not call for
snark.
all hands. Who called for all hands? I did not.
Somebody called for all hands on deck, and we were on the way up to the ship, and we got the call. So
I'll
we
have to
did what
talk
we normally
to
do.
my security staff about this one. I'm glad you're all safe, but please don't ever do this again. Not until your training is complete. I'm sure we learned
Which,
all a lesson today. Some
which
valuable
part?
ones.
Skydiving from the upper atmosphere or the rescuing people on a speeding train?
She looks at you kind of like wide-eyed, like, in that case, both.
Oh, yeah.
Can't promise.
You forgot about the enhanced people that had taken the train.
Enhanced people?
Oh
She says,
yeah. There's a guy somewhere in the mountain pass, kind of glued to a rock.
She,
there's a comm over the from the cockpit. Yeah, we have those. We have the one of them in custody. The other one, I don't know where they are. And there's a loud thunk on the top of the rotors. And you hear
I think we found the other one.
as the door to the side of the medical helicopter is ripped off its hinges, and there, standing there, is Hellfire, their leader. This is like a demon-like creature, kind of similar to Firebird, but horns and kind of like Hellboy, basically.
yeah.
I'll get up as best I can,
Aurora,
come at him, and throw a punch at him.
you're in a weakened state, so if you want to do this, you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage.
That's fine.
Strength check. D20 plus 5, take the lowest.
Yeah. The moment, like the very second, the very nanosecond that the curse wears off, Carmilla will grab a blood bag, sip it, and then
Okay,
basically,
so
I'm gonna get to
rolling
that scene in
d20 plus
section of the
5.
scene. Just D20 plus 5. Yeah, take the lowest.
That'd
this is
be 18.
18. Not enough. You need a 19. So your swing kind of goes wide as he just grabs your fist and crushes your hand. You're gonna take 2d4. 5 damage.
Which is only going to serve to piss me off right now.
Yep, pretty much. And
In which case, he tries a bold move and tries to headbutt the bastard.
headbutt. All right. That is considered an unarmed strike. D20 plus 11. Please.
We got 25.
Impressive. I like that number. As you headbutt him straight out of the. You just like get up off the gurney and you just like walk almost like 2 inches and you just use all your remaining strength and just knock this guy clean out of the open door to this helicopter, which is now spiraling towards the ground, by the way. As
Yeah.
he, as this demon-like creature just plummets towards the earth. But you are also plummeting towards the earth, as Oros has.
Pilot should be able to recover now.
No, the doors
No,
are
they
damaged.
broke the. Yeah.
They ripped the roof
Damn.
clean off the top.
Carmilla is going to, now that she can move,
Mm-hmm.
down a blood bag, jump out of the helicopter, activate her wings, and basically try to catch the helicopter.
Roll me a acrobatics check.
And she's got 28.
That works. As you grab onto the landing rails of this thing, and
Now,
you just describe to me what you're doing.
she basically grabs. She doesn't go to the landing struts because she's going to need those.
Yeah.
She goes
Yeah.
directly into the middle, places both hands underneath, digs her what would
Talons.
be normally nails,
Yeah.
her claws into
Metal frame.
the helicopter's frame, and then she is going to give. She is basically going to provide opposite draft with her wings.
Yep.
So she is flapping
Strength.
them as hard as she can.
Yep. Strength check.
24.
Yep. As you manage to slow the descent of this thing and stabilize it, you're just above the town, like about 60 feet above the town, and the tallest spire is the clock tower. As everyone's looking up in the town, just not admiring the sight, but in awe and shock of what is happening in their town. This demon-like winged creature hoisting a helicopter over their head as it was nearly about to crash into their small village. Aurora, by the way, has fallen out of the helicopter, but is nowhere to be found. She has disappeared.
Okay,
Guys,
that's a mystery for another day, but Carmilla or Sanguine is going to basically lower the thing down
in the middle of
to
the square.
basically, yeah, where she's crouching underneath it, so it's still on its landing struts.
Yep.
And then she's basically gonna crawl out from underneath it.
Yep. As people start cheering and clapping,
Her wings are, as she's climbing out or crawling out from under, it's a jacket, not a set of wings.
Yep. People are clapping, cheering, and kind of, like celebrating the fact that like their town is saved. You're actually heroes. Even though you're not certified yet. They think you are. And they say, one of them runs up and says, "Thank you for saving our town." And it looks like it's the mayor. You're heroes in our minds, and you're always welcome to our town anytime. As for Mr. Sato, who you see has been nowhere to be found, he will be dealt with swiftly.
I think it would be wise to leave this to the authorities.
I definitely agree, he says, and that's why we have called them in, as several IHA vans roll up unmarked, obviously, but you know they're IHA vans, and they start swarming the area, containing the scene. And
Oh.
hopping out of one of the back of the vans is, with her arm over the shoulder of a woman with white hair, is Aurora, as you see limping towards you, Thorn, being assisted by Aurora. You left your team member behind. She could have died out
Well,
there.
Hmm.
I'm okay, guys. It's... Ow.
Yeah.
Try to stay off that leg.
you
Nick,
act for the
we're
record.
going to retrieve her once we're able to move.
For the record, we were removed from the area because we ourselves could no longer move. We recently have gained the ability to move again.
Aurora says, "This is why training is important. However, now that we're all here, into the van, we're heading home. We can talk about this
And
later
for
during the
once,
debrief."
Kratos doesn't argue.
Yeah, he walks into the van, sits down next to the guard, who says, "That was pretty impressive over there."
Carmilla makes a quick pit stop to the medical chopper,
Yep,
grabs 3 more bags, and then walks back to the car.
yep. As you get into the
Can we
back of
stop
the...
and grab some food?
He says,
I did grab food.
the,
Are you with the rest of us? I need to
Yep.
eat.
Yeah, the guard says to the driver, "Stop at the... Well, why don't we stop at the nearby, Kung Pao chicken place. You know that one? On East, 17? The driver nods. I was just thinking the same thing.
Take everything on the menu.
As you as we cut to the scene where we roll up alongside the drive-through, I'd like 3 orders of everything, please. Yes. That's gonna be, and then you see the PA system say, "That's gonna be 1,742 yen. Put it on our
That's
tab."
cheap. You mean Billy? Like, if it's supposed to be $1,000 worth of
Yeah,
food,
12,000.
it
Yeah, sounds about right.
It'd
no,
be
it's
like
in the millions.
100,000 yen.
Okay, sorry. I don't know the conversion ratio, so I'm just throwing numbers out of my mouth. So if you
They're
guys know better
nuts.
than me, then yeah, it's good food though. And the guy says, "Just put on my tab," and he says, "Will do, Bill." It's like these people know that they come here often. As the truck pulls around to the drive-through, and
It
handing
would
through the
be,
window is a bunch of food.
for the record, what you described would be 1,760,088 yen.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
And you
did
have
Google the
you have
Google.
yeah, you have food in the van, as everyone is munching down on burgers and, well, Thai food basically.
and blood.
And
I
Camilla's
just
just sitting
start
there, just sipping on a
wolfing
beer bag.
down food.
Yep,
Food container after food container of just
yep. As
whatever.
the guard looks at you and says, "For a big guy, you do tend to have a hearty appetite. I would have choked on that last chicken wing." As you just literally just put the whole thing in your mouth, pull it out, and it's just a bone. Because you're eating at the speed of light, I'm assuming. Your jaw's just moving so fast.
Yeah, I'm just pulling like a Goku, just shoving everything down.
Yeah. And
You could at
so
least use silverware.
you are making a pretty
I'm
much
using
a mess all over your uniform.
no, I would be using like chopsticks or whatever.
Yeah. But it's still kind of like the mess all over your face in your mask.
Yeah, if you're
And-
eating like an anime character, yeah, that's pretty
Yep.
much what you get.
Mhm. And as the van
But my
lumbers
body
back,
has such a high metabolism, it takes a lot to recovery.
yeah,
A lot
as
of
the
calories to
van,
recover, a lot of calories to function.
yeah,
There is a downfall to being all powerful.
We're not all power, obviously, or we wouldn't have been in a medical shopper.
We just need to get better.
uh, yeah. So, yep. As the van lumbers towards the whatchamacallit, the base, back to base. You guys are eating in the back, or Aurora nowhere there. The it's been a good day as you kind of crawl back into the, well, not crawl back, but walk back into the facility and back to your dorms,
Yeah, she
passing
is
out
the
on the beds. It's been a long day, a heroic one.
But lay
Your
down.
first mission was a success, as it's playing over the news repeatedly in like all the dormitories. People are just gathered, like all the young heroes and like trainees are just gathering, just watching your heroic stunts live being replayed on the television over and over again. It just kind of like you are like known celebrities in the academy now. But you're too tired to even give a damn as you
Yeah.
all pass out. As that's where we're
being
going
the
to
one
end
who
today's
can't
game.
sleep. For the record, she did call Cross back
Yeah. Cross
as
did come
they
back,
were.
yeah.
Yeah.
As waiting as we do one more scene, lying on the bed next to you is an entire box of O positive. It has a sticker on it that says from Cross to Cammy, much love.
She lets out a squeal and digs in because she wasn't really sleeping. She was just
Yeah.
kind of body numb, so she
Yeah.
just collapsed.
Yep. And we fade to black. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on Heroes Core Season 3, Episode 2, End of the Line, Part 1. And yes, that train did meet the end of its line. But thanks to our heroes, no one was harmed. Except maybe one guy on the side of the mountain. But we won't talk about him.
And a hellbird.
As we have a slight scene cutting back to, ow, did anyone get the name of that train that just hit me? Cutting back. Yeah, so I'm PAKN USA, aka RT Steers, Harper West. I also played Blackthorn. I played Aurora, and our two baddies, well, three baddies, Slingshot, Firebird, and Death Wish. And I'm going to now pass it down to our dear friend who is slowly sucking on a blood bag, about to drain it.
Yep. Hi, I am Katie Wynn. I played Carmilla, who is probably the first blood hunter in history to actually think to use her own curses on herself. And yeah, Queen of the Vampires lived up to her name. That's neat.
And this time she did not suck at it.
I mean, she did suck at it before, but I mean, she saved Thorn's parents, so to speak.
Yeah,
Um,
that is the point.
yeah, and yeah, so your turn, Speedy. That's you, Kratos.
Kratos.
He's muted.
Hi, this is Jordan playing as the incredibly charismatic Kratos, who has discovered he can now fly. Short distances, at least.
Yep.
And use his bat body to pretty much save everyone and end up in an incredible amount of pain.
Yes. He's gonna be
And creating a new mountain ravine.
yes, which will be a tourist attraction someday. All right,
And a brand new swimming hole.
something like that. Yep. All right, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on Heroes Core New Genesis. Next week, I believe it might be Doctor Who Day. I'm not sure. I'll have to speak to our Lapis when they get back from their training seminar. Until then, always be empowered to play, and remember, be a hero. Until next time, see ya. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Later.
Another season we leave behind. Another story that's got me blind. Got only you on my mind. I couldn't face what I couldn't find. Just need to know I need peace of mind. Where are you now? Even though I won't believe it, the truth is a lie, we are healing. Even though words are deceiving, you move on. 'Cause every time I try, yeah, every time I dream, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see. If you can make me smile, if only for a while, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see. Believe in you and me. I'm all alone down the steady road, just full of thoughts about to explode. Facing the night, even though I won't believe it, the truth is a light, we are healing. Even though words are deceiving, you move on. 'Cause every time I try, yeah, every time I dream, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see. If you can make me smile, if only for a while, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see. Believe in you and me. I gotta get away from here. I gotta get it through my head that even though I lost, I'll find something better. I'm running all around this town. This feeling has me stepping down. But I don't wanna have to break too much stronger. 'Cause every time I try, yeah, every time I dream, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see.
tabletop RPGs. Thanks for joining us here on Heroes Core New Genesis. See you next time.
Every hero needs their armor. For me, it was the Heroes Core New Genesis collection from RTE Studios that changed the game. Picture this, donning my Kratos Sprint jersey, feet decked out in matched HCS3 themed flip-flops, all while strategizing over my next move on a stunning themed desk mat. This gear didn't just up my comfort, it transformed my gaming environment. So, why wait? Experience the same elevated game night I did. Buy now and dive into your story with the right gear, feeling every bit the hero you are meant to be. See for yourself how these products finesse your gameplay and inspire your adventures.